Nigeria. Oh, team problem Ben and who and still no. It's been solved. Doubt any Mali game about such an.
But any Mali game is about deficiencies. I think that we are not defining things well.
We are looking at your weakness.
Yeah.
As a team. Black Stars, no.
Yeah.
Where you from question can from your last 2 AFCONs, Ayabo.
Yeah.
Then probably you wait to crowd the World Cup and crowd the account. So, all teenage now hating now. If you said, then your problem. I was all Tuado, China. I saw to me solve us up on Zania Bomali.
I think that in the last 4 or 5 games, Yabo, and like Sinana Henry Ekano. So what's your Black Stars now? One of your biggest problems, and yet just under Otto Addo, has been 2 maintenance. Not a 3, near goalkeepers now. You see, in the national team, you need a clear-cut direction of your number 1 goalkeeper. That's why in Germany, almost 2 of the top most goalkeepers, but it is clear who the number 1 is. And you're up for debate. And you mean I make us when they win or China win that it doesn't happen like that. It is Manuel Noah if it's straight. So new one then Mark Andre ter Stegen comes in. If you go to Spain national team now, an avalanche of top goalkeepers. Unai Simeon, Mo Honum, David Raya can be imposed for them. In the Spanish La Liga, there are a couple of goalkeepers. There's Capa, Izabalaga. All of these top guys are on, but it's clear who the number 1 is. So
they need number 1.
Until the last AFCON, you need number 1. You call that World Cup, no, not is Guinea, you call World Cup, not is Guinea number 1. Any about AFCON, which the Fuifi Babaji, Eda Punim. So suppose you want to be number 1. But now there is no Richard Fuifi. But I'm saying, say, with or without Richard Fuifi, with or without Atizigi, it should be clear who our number 1 is, especially number 1 and 2. And so far as Otto Addo did not call Richard Fuifi, and none didn't any the list of the injured players, it is clear to me that the number 1 goalkeeper, Branch, your friend Lawrence Atizigi, for me, he deserves that spot. Now we go to the defense. Ghana Black Stars team now, and in the African terrain, one of the biggest trump cards will be here a robust defense. Defense are very athletic, very physical. They can go into battles, win those balls for you. Very, very important. Because on African continent, most of the goals you're considering are from set pieces or from laps defending. Now, go back your games your boy in African Cup of Nations. She goes you're considering against Comoros. Look at even Central African Republic the last time you played against them. Goals you're considering against them. It's against a very relaxed or lax defending. You hear also a solid back system. And so also your back anymore. There was the need for some continuity. Again, in the last few months and years, who our center pair first choice
because of injuries.
Yes. So if we have a center pair first 2 choices, it means that what's our second first choice? What is the variation? And now say what are those alternative methods that you use in terms of names, on paper for these things? Now, Asha, Otto Addo has tried to be very pragmatic and progressive in the approach. Okofa Jerome Opoku, who plays in the Turkish Super League, in your last friendly games, your boy against Nigeria and then the other team, your boy, all of them, Jerome Opoku feature woman. Again, there was a time about Edmond Addo at centre back because he wanted also to look at him. Now the Abdo moment who has had a stink to the national team, but on Shedam Mobebre, so about a team trying to get different profiles and skill set. Oh yeah, Chirono. Because Rich, Upa Umpo, say Uba against the Central African Republic, Uba against the Madagascar. Just by the mere fact that we are Ghana and Central African Republic will look to sit back and catch you on the break. Who first job they say you need the back line or center backs are very good on the ball to be able to create attacking patterns even from deep areas. So that's what we say up the moment. You're very integral to your team, Salis, what's the name? Salisu, very integral as a left-footed center back who can break the lines from deep. My catch was one of the biggest problems with your Black Stars and a lot of your national teams and the Ghana football ball. Say because of your nature and they are bringing in your football near bono. So our midfielders don't pass to break the line. We consistently carry the ball to break the lines, which is a big problem for me. Elsewhere, very technical midfielders. They be a cat on the cruise once a month. You see, oh, Tony will drop between the two centre backs. No, check pass, no tuka. Why? He's passing to break the lines. Most of our midfielders do not pass to break the lines. Yeah, but Majida Shimeru will rather carry to break the lines instead of passing to break the lines. It at centre back, yes, our profiles, no. Then they should be physical and dominant enough to go into battles because on African game, you need to be physical. What do you mean we know physical duels? You can't play football on African terrain. You will not succeed. You need to be physical. Even your North African brothers, the company, we call them a little bit lethargic. No, only a very, very physical team, and they do their job with a lot of physicality. So me catch you say me very happy with a set of centre backs here for your team in him. Fullback has been an issue. See, when I was growing up, I saw a certain Otto Addo. At some point in time, Harrison for ball game nibi. These were all top fullbacks. Even Inkum at some point in time was a top fullback for us. Edu maybe even Koja Samoa, because at Juventus, Allegri was born as a left wing back in team. You were born as a left back in Ghana, and he thrived. We have found it very difficult to have consistent output out your fullback areas now. And because you define exactly the game plan and your bones, your fullbacks a struggle. See, Rich, your team name, left back, you one left back who is proper defensive minded, and it's Gideon Mensah. Gideon ain't a natural bumping forward fullback. Saying who Trent Alexander-Arnold, not even the most balanced like Luis James or even Malo Gusto in that sphere, but he's a very good defensive fullback for you. So in games, you're a defensive no. The only slice on a technical team to let people know, okay, say in the back corner, and we need Gideon Mensah. Again, she will be to say Dennis Odoi. Dennis Odoi is a purely defensive fullback. In fact, only even the legs to cover the grounds to bump up the field of play onto me. So he usually stay in there. Now, so Dennis in the Belgian Super League and all, but most of the times, the coaches know we invert him in the middle of the park because they know say only the legs to push high and up. But because they are very good defensively, they give him into the middle of the park to help in ball progression and also do a very good job in terms of being part of the rest defense. Now, Tariq Lamptey, excellent at attacking. He plays in a very good attacking team. Obetima go up and down. But there's also a fluidity in Tariq because on your physical.
Me, I want no problem.
What do you mean your problem?
No, on your physical, but defensively, as I mean, who said he's not there.
1v1 defense, he's not bad. Yeah. And yet, the physicality, Rich, on this terrain, they be exploited Tariq. Every game we've played, Tariq was a fullback for us. Every team will exploit Tariq on the far post. Even for Brighton and Hove Albion, teams exploit, but Tariq anything. He can deal with the 1v1 ground duels, but aerial duels, because he's not physical and he's not a specimen on some levels. No, he has the frailties. With that, how do we deal with signing him away in game? Then in the middle of the park, I'm particularly excited about the kind of midfielders he hit. See, me who Sulemana guy now. I think it's Ibrahim Sulemana from Cagliari. I've not watched too much of him. I'd want to watch him. It looks as if he's a pure defensive midfielder. Or it sounds very good on the ball based on what I've read. He is the guy. Because Edmondado, for me, on the ball, it gives us little to nothing. So Thomas Partey gives us a lot on the ball. But Thomas also injuries, when you're in the past, he would be careful. If you see a cover ground, he will be very robust. And it is not Salis Abdul Samad, I'm sorry. Salit, an assistant to Thomas Partey. Because honestly, a little bit more careful, want to go on the sideways, maybe see a passy breaking the line. That's where forcing a man Kwamo and Abumo will come in to come and do their job for us in the middle of the park. And very important. Of course, your attack a sport for choice. I was only thinking, say, Ushobi say Kamadin Sulemana. The number of minutes or Southampton in the championship, maybe you see after the injuries now. Maybe you want to keep a close eye on him and have a specific plan for him. But apart from him, almost every winger Yekita gives us a different kind of play, which is very good. Now I'm very excited about the two center forwards Yekita. Brandon Thomas Asante. I've not watched him so much again at West Bromwich Albion, but Mache a lot of the times this season of Antoine Semenyo. but sometimes from outside of the wing coming inside. So stay out there, or a very good press trigger to go in and then go and press. Very important player for us. I've not seen us use him well as a press trigger or Ghana Black Stars team in him. We need to be able to use him as a press trigger because we're a lot of energy to press from up front. Also, very good outlets here, but see a call longer. And it is same for Brandon Thomas Asante because he also has the physicality, not so tall, but also very agile and mobile on the ball with my boy. Yes, there are issues, but for me, in the lead up to the game against Mali, it is not about solving the frailties. A very important game for us.
Okay.
To be very honest with you, Richardo, we cannot leave Bamako tomorrow night and tell me someone solving problems.
No.
You see, Richardo, I say me on.
Now this.
You do Otto Addo ban. Make I say Mitchell. Say the onus lies on the GFA, especially the PR department, to shape the nature of the conversation into the Otto Addo ban. I know that ideally, see our target we are, you would want to exceed your target, right? If it is for the long-term jobber, we should have been very clear and verbatim from day one. Saying about Mali game now, we lower our expectations, but we believe that we have the quality to beat Mali. As a nation, we would want to be in the US of A, Mexico, and Canada in 2026. Again, it means he said now this game is a crunch game and we need to beat the Malians in their own backyard or at least get a draw and come home, get a very good result against Central African Republic. I'm sorry, such statements maybe it came earlier or it was in a contest or something. But tomorrow's game is a must game for the Ghana Black Stars, and we have what it takes to beat the Malians or even get a draw. For me, he said the Malians are the big boys or you're grouping him, but we can beat the Malians.
Oh yeah, why not?
We can beat the Malians. Time passed. Next year, Bamako say more thing. We didn't expect to go there and get a job done. We got a job done. We should go there and then try to get a job done. Now, if it's good performance camp, I'm sure say on Nhyira Adoma on Sunday. Now Thomas Tepati can't say Mr. Ghana for best support him on Sunday at the Babaya. The only reason why Ghanaians will through to the Babaya and they say if they see a good performance, we may not win. But the performance no Hodoma definitely will be there to support the idea.
Well, in Shawans of 4.5 FM 11.